Hello and welcome to this presentation on Microsoft OneDrive for City of Fillmore employees. A few of the topics I plan to cover in this presentation are what is Microsoft OneDrive? We're going to talk about cloud storage versus network storage. We're going to cover how we access OneDrive from our personal computers and also work computers, how we can access OneDrive from the internet, and lastly, how do I share a file on OneDrive? So what is OneDrive for Business? Essentially, it's a personal collaboration tool that allows you storage space for all of your files on the internet. Each user gets 1 terabyte of storage space. It allows you to sync files across all of your devices. So whether it's your work computer, your home computer, your iPad, your iPhone, your Android, it allows you to share files across all of those devices. It allows you to share those files both internally on the City of Fillmore network and also externally with outside users that are not a part of the City of Fillmore network. It allows for automatic versioning of documents, so if somebody is using an older version of Microsoft Office and you are using the latest version, the file transfer works seamlessly. And lastly, it allows for mobile access from iPads, iPhones, Androids, and Windows phones. So before we get too far into Microsoft OneDrive, I want to talk about our J Drive here at City Hall. Currently, a lot of City Hall users utilize the J Drive to store files, and that has inherent risks. It's far better than saving files directly on your computer, but a network attached storage drive like the J Drive is susceptible to problems as well. First and foremost, that network attached storage drive has issues with space, and currently we have about 300 gigabytes of stuff that has been saved for years on that network attached storage drive, and it's becoming full. Secondly, that network attached storage drive is susceptible to anything that may occur here at City Hall. That could be something as simple as a power outage. It could be as dramatic as the server blowing up and that storage drive becoming damaged and inaccessible. So essentially, each user in City Hall, whether you're at your desktop, laptop, has the ability to save files to that network attached storage drive. With Microsoft OneDrive, all of your files are saved in the cloud. So the cloud refers to a centralized server at a data center. It could be most anywhere, typically in another state, perhaps in another country. Essentially, it allows you to save a file on your laptop, for instance, up to the cloud, and then access it from your iPhone, your tablet, or your desktop computer. That single file is saved in a single secure location, that being the cloud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and demonstrate how the cloud works and how Microsoft OneDrive works and how you can access that from your computer. So when you're logged into your computer as yourself, you can see I'm logged in here as Patrick Maynard. If you go to My Computer or Computer, depending on what version of Windows you're using, you'll quickly see your C drive, your CD-ROM drives, and then also your network storage drive. Some of you may have multiple drives. My J drive is titled Z drive, but essentially that's the network storage drive we have here at City Hall. Over here on the left, though, you should see a few other options: desktop downloads, recent places, and you should see a link to Microsoft OneDrive. For some of you, it may be titled OneDrive City of Fillmore. If you click on that, you'll notice right away that my folder is empty. I have not placed anything in there. Uploading a file to the cloud is as simple as dragging and dropping it into this folder. So I've created this test file over here on the right. I'm just going to drag it into that folder, and by placing it in there, it's automatically going to sync that file with the cloud. And you notice right now as it's syncing that file, some blue arrows appeared and then it went to a green check mark. Once that green check mark appears, that means that file has automatically been synced to the cloud. Now from this window, you can share this file with other users both on and off our network very simply. And to do that, you can right click on it, go to OneDrive for Business, and you'll notice some different links here. If you click on copy link, it'll allow you to copy a link that you could email to somebody, or if you click on share, it'll open a box up. So I'm going to click on share. You're going to notice that back here it's going to ask me to sign in to Microsoft Office Online. Your sign in is going to be your city email address and whatever your normal network password is. And notice once I put in my email address, the City of Fillmore City Hall picture came up, and that signifies that you're logging into our email system. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Minimize that box so you can see it more clearly. And remember, I had right-clicked on test file and hit share file, and it opened this browser window for me. And now it's giving me some options to set up for sharing this file. So there's a few different things I can do here. I can invite outside users to access my file. So if I wanted to share this file, for instance, with my county email address, I could certainly do that by entering my email address here. Perhaps I want to allow the end user to edit that file. I can choose can edit. If you just want them to be able to view, then you can choose can view only. Once that's done, you can hit share. And once that saves, that file has been shared with that person, and they'll actually receive an email from Microsoft stating that a file has been shared with them, and it'll provide a link for them to actually access that file. So again, I've gone to the start button to computer, opened this up, and selected OneDrive, and I've created my file here that I've stored. The next thing I'm going to demonstrate is how to then access those files from the internet. So say for instance you're not at City Hall, you're somewhere else, perhaps at home, working from a laptop. You want to access your files that you've saved on OneDrive. It's as simple as going to portal.office.com. Now I've already logged in here, but you may just see a username and password field. I'm going to click on my name. I'm going to type in my password. And this is going to open up Office 365 Online. Again, you see the City of Fillmore seal up there. We know this is our site. I'm going to click on the OneDrive button here. And right away you notice my files that I have saved online, my cloud storage, are listed here. Now I only have one file. We're just going to double check that on the computer by going to my cloud storage. Again, going to computer, clicking on OneDrive, and you see that one test file there. That same file appears here. If I right click on that file, I'll have some options. I have the ability to download it, share it, rename it, look at version histories. There's some advanced features as well. Perhaps I want to share that file. Again, I can click on share. My share options come up. In my demo earlier, I showed you how to send it to an email address. Here we can actually get a link by clicking on get a link and create a link, and what that's going to do is create a unique link that I can actually email to somebody to just download that file directly. So again, you notice how the two are synchronized. This is on my computer, this is via the internet. Any changes I make to my files here will be reflected here, and vice versa. So what I'm going to do for demonstration's sake is I'm going to right click on this file and I'm going to choose delete and OK. And I'm going to erase that file. You're going to notice that in just a few minutes this file is actually going to be deleted from my OneDrive folder as well once that syncs. And sometimes that takes a few minutes depending on how long it just takes to sync, but it will eventually disappear. And you can see that file is now gone. Sometimes it helps if you right click in here and choose refresh, and it'll refresh that page for you. So that's a little bit on Microsoft OneDrive. Again, Microsoft OneDrive allows for 1 terabyte of storage space, which is far more space than we have on our local J drive, and I would encourage all users for a number of reasons to save items to Microsoft OneDrive. It's a lot safer than saving them locally. It allows for a lot more storage space, and really in the long run it creates more accessibility for you to get your files away from City Hall in the event you need to.